Natasha?
I was just going around seeing if anyone had left a light anywhere. It's Carnival Week, and the servants are so excited. Anything could happen. You've got to keep an eye on them. What time is it?
8:15.
And Olga and Irina still not back from work yet? I fear that they've been working too hard. Olga's still at some teachers' conference, and Irina's still at the post office. This morning I told Irina, "Do take care of yourself, dear," but she never listens. I fear Bobik is not well at all. Yesterday he had a temperature, but today he feels cold when you touch him. I'm so afraid.
It's all right, Natasha. The boy's well enough.
Still, I think he ought to have a special diet. I'm so nervous for him. Also, the servants tell me that some carnival party is supposed to be coming soon, after 9 or so. I'd rather wish they didn't come, Andre.
Well, there's not much I can do. They've been asked to come.
The little fellow woke up this morning and looked at me and smiled. He recognized me, you see. "Good morning, Bobik," they said. "Good morning, darling, precious." And then he laughed. He understands everything. Babies understand us perfectly well. But I'll just tell the servants not to let the carnival party in anyways.
Well, it's really for my sisters to decide, isn't it? It's their house after all.
Yes, it is. I'll tell them as well. They're so kind. I've ordered sour milk for dinner. The doctor says you should drink nothing but sour milk or you'll never get any thinner. Why does Bobik get so cold? I fear his room is too cold for him. Perhaps he should move into a warmer room, at least until the warm weather comes. Irina's room, for instance. That's just the perfect room for a baby. It's dry and it gets the sun all day. Yes, we have to tell her. Perhaps she could share a room with Olga for a while. Yes. Andre, why don't you say anything?
I was just daydreaming. There's nothing to say anyway.
Well, what was it I was going to tell you? Oh, yes. Farapanta from the council office has come to see you about something.
Very well. Tell her to come up. Hello, dear lady. What did you want to see me about?
The chairman sent you the register, the letter or something. Here they are.
Thanks. Incidentally, why have you come so late? It's gone 8 already.
What's that?
Why have you come so late? It's gone 8 already.
That's right. It was still daylight when I came first, but they wouldn't let me see you. The master's engaged, they said. Well, if you're engaged, you're engaged. I'm in no hurry. What's that?
Nothing. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll go to the office just the same. Do some work. I'm so bored at home. Yes, dear lady, how things do change. Fraud life is. Like just today, for instance, out of boredom, I picked up this book. Turns out it's a copy of some lectures I attended at the university. Good heavens. Just think, I'm secretary of the local council now and Protopopov's chairman. The best I can ever hope for is to become a member of the council myself. I, a member of the local council, who dream I am a famous professor at Moscow University, a famous academician, the pride of all Russia.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I don't hear very well.
If you could hear very well, I don't think I'd be talking to you like this. But I need to talk to someone. My wife doesn't understand me, and I'm afraid of my sisters for some reason or other. I'm afraid of them laughing at me, pulling my leg. I don't drink and I don't go to pubs, but my word, how I'd enjoy an hour or two at Testov's, the great Moscow restaurant. Yes, my dear lady, I would indeed.
The other day at the office, a contractor was telling me about some businessmen who were eating pancakes in Moscow. One of them ate 40 pancakes and died. It's either 40 or 50, I can't remember exactly.
You can sit in some huge restaurant in Moscow, not knowing anyone, and no one knowing you. And yet you don't feel you don't belong there. And yet here you know everyone, and everyone you, and you don't feel you belong here. You feel you don't belong at all. You're lonely, and you feel a stranger.
What's that? It was the same man who told me.
course he may have been lying, but he said that there's this enormous road which stretches right across Moscow.
Whatever for?
I don't know. That's what he said.
What nonsense. Have you ever even been to Moscow?
No, it wasn't God's wish. Shall I go now?
Yes, you may go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Come in the morning to take some papers. He's gone. Yes, that's how it is.